does anybody care about the truth anymore? Like it's a question that I want to ask today, and I'm just asking this question, and like let me get this straight. Like I'm not talking about like, oh, you just you know, do your own research, don't just believe anything that people say, you know, don't listen to the lamestream media, you know. I'm not talking about that. Also, I'm not talking about, oh, I had this experience that I couldn't explain, so I want to believe that this is what happened. I want to believe that. I'm not talking about what you want to believe. Like, I'm legitimately, listen, I am a 38-year-old dude talking to you on YouTube. I am a guy who goes around always carrying a deck of cards in my pocket. Like, what I'm trying to say is that we are all a little bit delusional, and I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is the truth, the undeniable, objective, empirical truth, like whatever you want to call it, the actual truth, you know, the facts that are brought to you, which are undeniable, who together, the evidence, whatever it is, you know, that together forms the truth, objectively, not a belief, not a you know, not your own truth, your own reality, the truth, the truth. And I've been thinking about this recently because I really want to ask this question. Like, does it matter anymore? Sorry, this was bugging me.
Squirrel.
Does it matter anymore? Or as long as you yourself are happy with whatever it is, you are just gonna disregard it completely and ignore it completely, no matter the amount of evidence or facts that are gonna be presented to you.
You can't handle the truth.
Too hot, too hot, too hot. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. Let me tell you what sparked this video and the reason why I want to talk about this today, and the reason why this video is a little bit different from my usual ones, because it's going to be more of like a, let's call it like a philosophical conversation between us, you know, between us peeps and whatever. And if you enjoy this kind of content at the end of this video, you can do me a favor and subscribe and share, or you can do me a favor and tell me like, please, you know, don't ever do this again, and then I will never. But let me just back it up. I wanna tell you how this all came to be, why I want to talk about this today. And the reason is, I made a video almost over a year ago about a guy who calls himself telekinesis guru. Now, you might have not seen that video, and I'm gonna put a link down below, obviously, and you can go check it out. But like, I'm just gonna play you a clip really quick so you get an idea of what that video kind of was, and kind of who is this telekinesis guru dude. So let's play that clip really quick so you have an idea of what it is I'm talking about.
Last week, I tried to prove to you that telekinesis is real because many of you think it's not. And I feel embarrassed and pathetic that I have to prove it to you like that.
Oh, you are embarrassed that you have to prove to us again that the supernatural exists? Imagine how embarrassed I am that I'm gonna have to replicate whatever it is that you're doing right now. Really, that's your proof? Okay, I'm gonna do it right here, right now. I'm gonna literally sit down here and I'm gonna do it. Oh, strawberries. Just the regular marker. Now, just the regular wooden, you see it? It's just a wooden tray. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. Wooden tray. Regular pen. All good. No. Doesn't matter where I put it, there's nothing going on, all right? And now, I'll do telekinesis. Still too hot, damn. Okay, let me give you a little bit more context about that video. So since I started this channel, the question of why don't you just focus all your effort to debunk, which is something that I don't do, and I can't believe I have to say it anytime, but like, why don't you just focus all your effort on trying to debunk the fake, the frauds, right? And I always say that I don't know which one are the fakes or the frauds. I don't know how to differentiate real telekinesis versus fake telekinesis, because as far as I know, we still haven't proved real telekinesis, but it doesn't matter. So every time I ask this question, every time someone reaches out to me and says to me this exact thing, like, please focus on the fakes, I'm like, okay, give me a list of the fake ones. And the name that always pops out is Telekinesis Guru. So pretty much in the telekinesis community, it's well known that Telekinesis Guru is a fake. Now, to me, that's incredibly weird because he has a very large amount of followers that truly believe that he is the real deal, and they're very, very loyal to him. Trust me, I know. I don't even want to show you the amount of dislikes that I got on that video. So he does have quite a community that follows him quite strictly, but I made that video because there's another different community who believes that he's fake. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let me just get to the point of this video, which is recently I got another comment on that video from one of his followers saying this thing. I'm just going to read it to you. I used to watch his video a couple of years ago, and I think he is a gifted one. According to what I know, everyone has these capabilities, but not everyone can unlock them. Some people are naturally gifted for telekinesis and can see progress sooner. And even if his videos are fake, which I don't think, I would still love to watch and support a person whose morals and ethics are so strong. Sorry, I didn't want to make fun of your misspell. But the last part of this comment, it's what's kind of bugging me at this point. And a lot as well. I want to kind of read it to you, just so you can catch, maybe before I say what it is that's bugging me, you can write it in the comment section. Like, you can let me know what you think I think it's wrong with this last part of the comment. I'm going to read it to you again. And even if his videos are fake, I would still love to watch and support a person whose morals and ethics are so strong. Now, in my book, if someone is lying to you, it's not a morally and ethic person, is it? I'm so baffled at this idea that at this point, like, you don't even care if someone is telling you a lie, because apparently, as long as you feel good about it, then it's all good. Then what are we even talking about? Then actually, why did you even leave a comment? But anyway, I did respond, and I want to read you my response because I wanted to try to get to the bottom of this idea. And I'm going to read you what I responded. Are you saying that you would still support him even if his videos are fake? Because if his videos turn out to actually be fake, wouldn't that mean that he is immoral? And I asked this question because at this point, the problem is this. Okay, we're almost at the right temperature.
Squirrel.
The problem is this. It's pointless to try to figure out if telekinesis is actually real or not if you don't care. If you don't care, then it's pointless to argue. It's pointless to devise some sort of test to prove this thing. Everything, it's pointless. It's just like it's pointless to make videos. It's pointless for me to replicate the claims of the supernatural with my natural skill. Like, if you don't care whether it's fake or not, then anyway, he responded. So let me read you the response. As I said, I believe that he is real, but we can't neglect the possibility of them being fake. So if the video turns out to be fake, of course it would be immoral from his part. But considering his videos have taught me and many others at least a bit of telekinesis and just got us to do healthy habits, it will make it up. So I don't even want to go through the whole it taught you and a lot of other people a bit of telekinesis. I would love to know what a bit of telekinesis is. I'm assuming is the fact that it taught you to put an object and balance it somewhere and then you stare at the object for like an hour, and then the object falls because of course it falls. It was balancing. It's a thing that could happen, but you believe that you did it, and that considers in your head to be telekinesis because he told you that it's telekinesis. I don't want to go there because the telekinesis is not the problem here. The problem is that you repeat it. You double down by saying that like, oh, but even if it's fake, it's fine. He told me like good habits and like he's a nice person, I guess. Like, first of all, let's let's talk about this good habits that you got from him. Like, actually, I think I remember, but let's play the clip really quick so we can check what are these good habits.
Eat healthy, exercise, meditate, breathe, have only kind people around you, no toxins, no coffee, no cigarettes, no candy, no video games, no pornography, make a lot of money, invest.
He told you not to drink coffee and not to play video games, and he told you to exercise, and he told you to invest your money. Wow, we're breaking new grounds here, guys. What amazing advice that absolutely nobody else in the world could give you but this man, who you saying that it doesn't matter if let's back it up. Let me ask you this, and not you who leave the comment. This is for everybody, but like I want to ask you this question. Did you become a follower of telekinesis guru because he was giving you tutorials on good habits? He was telling you to exercise and invest money, or did you become a follower of telekinesis guru because you wanted to learn telekinesis, because you thought you were going to get superpower? Like, this is an important distinction, because it feels to me like you're backtracking now. Now it's like, oh, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He's a nice guy. He gave me good, like, healthy advice. If you can, I honestly don't know what does he have against coffee. I love coffee. And if you tell me that's the reason why I can't do telekinesis, you can fuck right off. Listen, maybe the question of this video is actually wrong. Maybe it's not like, does anybody cares about the truth anymore? It's more like, does anybody cares about people who lie to you anymore? Because it seems to be, see, maybe I'm built differently, okay? Maybe I was raised in a very specific way, but like, to me, a lie and a truth do not have the same weight. It's not a yin and yang situation in my book. I could argue that there's a situation where you have to lie. I will say that. But I could also make an argument where if you told a certain kind of lie, there's like, in my book, there's like nothing you can do to fix it. Well, no, nothing. Everybody deserves a second shot and a second opportunity and a chance to like redeem themselves. But like, listen, my martial arts school, that I spoke about it a few times, and every time I spoke, like, it seems like I'm very bitter against them, and it seems like it sparked this channel and all. Like, it didn't. I love those guys. I trained with those guys for years. Some of the exercise they taught me, I still do today. But at the same time, they lie about exercises to build your chi energy. And that did it for me. I'm still so grateful for everything else that they taught me, but I couldn't keep on going with that school knowing that they are lying about something. And it's not something small. But even if it was something small, it just, the fact that I caught them in a lie just opens a door for the possibility of them like lying about other things at some point, because why not? And then that would mean that everything else that they're gonna, any other new exercise and whatever, even if I experience myself and I go like, no, it's perfect, it's working, like, in the back of my head, now I know that they could be lying about it. And as I said, maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have this capability that all of you have, which you go like, well, shut down that part of your brain and just enjoy it for what it is. And if it works for you, then who cares? Maybe I don't have that part of that brain. Maybe I legitimately cannot shut down the part of the brain, and I just cannot help it. But like a lie, it's heavy sometimes, and it makes everything else collapse. Even these healthy habits you're talking about, they're connected to the fact that he's teaching you telekinesis. And if telekinesis is not real, or if he's lying about having these abilities, like, how do you know that those are even healthy habits? Aren't you doing that because you want to gain the telekinesis ability? I can't believe, like, I'm gonna move, you know what, to end up this video, because this is such a Like I'm just spitballing right here. I'm just going off script. Off script. There wasn't. You can't go off script if there's no script. Just blow your mind. But I want to talk about what I think is connected to this concept of like apparently people don't care about the truth, or they don't care about lies as long as they feel good about themselves. And I've been hearing this a lot recently, and I don't want this channel to go too much into religion. This is not what this channel is about. Obviously, talking about supernatural stuff is gonna be inevitable that every once in a while I will have to mention like religions and all belief and faith and stuff like that. But I want to try to keep it as small as possible, and I don't want to get into religious debate if it's possible. I mean, unless it's something that you guys enjoy, then I might think about doing it. But there's already so many other good channels that deal with it. But anyway, recently I've been hearing this thing that there's this people who identifies themselves as like Christians, for example, but they're only Christians in a sense that they only follow the Christian value. Like they don't believe in a God. They don't go to church, but they say that they're Christians. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. If you don't believe in a God, if you don't believe in the resurrection of Jesus, if you don't go to church, you're not a Christian. That's the truth. That's the fact. You can't change the game for the things that make you feel good about. Or you can, I guess, because everybody's doing it. Everybody is like doing it. Is it just me? Am I one of the few people left who actually cares about what's true and what's not? Let's go back to the beginning of this. If you want to tell me, oh, I'll follow Telekinesis Guru even if it's fake, then get the fuck off my channel. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that aggressive. Okay, let me take a sip of coffee and calm down. What I was trying to say is this. If you're gonna firmly believe in something, even if that something is proven to be false, just admit it. Just say, I don't care. That's why I'm gonna keep on doing it. And then we're all cool. But you can't you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't go around trying to convince people that this thing is real and like people should understand that it's real, and then finish a sentence with like, and even if it's not, I still think it is. Sure. So I'll be totally cool if you want to tell me that you will still follow and believe and do the things even if they turn out to be fake, but then own it and don't try to convince others that they're real. Just keep it, just live your own life, live and let live. Just live in your life, keep it to yourself, and don't engage in this type of conversations. If we were in person, like debating, let's say debating the existence of telekinesis, which is pretty much what brought you to my channel, I guess, which brought you to Telekinesis Guru's channel as well. If you were debating the existence of telekinesis, and let's say we went back and forth for like an hour, right? And then at the end of the hour, you drop this bomb of, well, you know, even if it's fake, I'll still do it. I would fucking flip the whatever. Cause that would mean that we would have wasted a whole hour going back and forward, because ultimately you don't care. But I gotta thank you, because now if I ever get to debate someone on telekinesis, now I can start with this question. Like, do you care if it's false or not? And if the person says what you said, then we can stop it immediately. We can be like, well, then this conversation is over. Goodbye. And speaking of goodbyes, if you watched the video until now, thank you so much. This was a weird type of experiment I wanted to try. And I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to look at the timestamp.
Squirrel!
Did I really talk for this long? Wow. Apologies. And there were no magic tricks whatsoever. Like, let's see, maybe I should, can I do something? Let's see. I'm only like, you know you guys know how to do this, like when you throw the card and then you do this and the card is just like gone.
Stop it. Get some help.
Thank you so much for watching this video right until the end. Please consider subscribing, sharing, do the whole thing. And if you want to leave some feedback, some positive feedback, please leave some. And all right, I'll tell you this: if you watch the video right until this point, I want you to prove it to me by writing in the comment section the Queen of Diamonds. Rather than that, once again, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.